Hello all. In this video, let us take a look into the Power Query integration into the SQL Server Analysis Service tabular model of SQL Server version 2017. In our earlier versions, we had a kind of a mechanism to import the data from the data sources. It was having a kind of a wizard where we'll just choose the um, data source and we'll establish the connection, and then either we will select the list of tables or write queries based on the data source. Now from SQL Server 2017 onwards, Power Query has been integrated into the tabular model data input, which will enable us to do some rich transformations before we are importing the data into the model. So basically, in our earlier versions, if we need to do the transformations, it will be done by ETL, and then it will be loaded into a table, and the table will be consumed in the tabular model, um, or we'll write a view, or we'll write a query into our tabular model to do the transformations whatever we need. But now, going forward, using this Power Query integration, we'll be able to do um, some transformations while we are importing the data itself. So this is a similar interface which we use for Power BI data import. Whomever is already familiar with Power BI, it will be exactly the same interface available over here. And as I mentioned, some good transformations for adding a column or adding a calculated column, doing pivoting or combining table kind of transformations can be done during the import, which we will see in our demo. So to do some advanced transformations, we can edit the M scripts accordingly and do some advanced transformations as well. So basically, once we do the import, and if we take a look into our code, it will be constructed as a M script. So this specific feature is available for the compatibility level 1400, which is for the SQL Server version SQL Server 2017. Okay, all right. Let us look into a demo for this feature. So here, already for a demo purpose, I've created a tabular model solution. This is Visual Studio 2015, and I have installed SSTT latest version into it. So if you notice the properties, if you notice the compatibility level is SQL Server 2017. The compatibility number is 1400. So this is going to be compatible with your Azure analysis services as well. Okay, so to get the data into the model, it's the same way like in the menu we have import from data source. Once you click it, you could see that this interface itself is completely different from what we had in the earlier version. So as I mentioned already, this is a similar interface which is being used in the Power BI as well. So it's exactly the same interface. So from here you can search the type of data source for which you want to connect, and you can see the list of all the data sources whatever has been supported. So now for this demo purpose, let's choose a SQL Server database and say connect, and the database what we are going to connect is SQL Server 2016. Okay, and I'm going to use a service account. You can use whatever options over here, so it is better to use a service account so that we can process the table by using this service account itself, or you can use the database account also, as it's a SQL Server database. Once you say connect, it would list all the databases available in that server, and let's choose adventure what's what there. Now it would list out all the tables whatever we are having here, and you can choose the list of tables whatever you want to select, and as well as you can choose, if you want, you can select the related table over here also. If you choose the select related table, it would list out all the it would choose all the related tables as well. So now for our demonstration purpose, let us choose only one table here, which is a product table, and just say okay. So now if you see interface opens up the query editor, which will show you the table data, and as well as if you want you can do some transformation right away over here. And if you notice, it is bringing all the child tables also as a kind of values over here with which you can expand and then add the columns, whatever columns is required over here. So as we do not need this columns, let's try to delete this. Sorry. Or I can say remove columns. And if you notice here, whatever actions we are doing, it will be kind of recorded as a macro. If you want to go back to the previous step, and if you don't want to perform this step again, you can just delete this step. Okay, so this is a cool feature over here, available over here in this query editor. So now for our demonstration purpose, let us just keep only this 4 columns, and if you want to remove all the other columns, you can just say remove other columns. Okay, now let's say import. So now this you should be able to see this 4 columns getting added over here, and as well as the data is getting processed. So yeah, the data got processed, and right now we are having 295 rows got transferred over here. So now if you want to edit this table again, or change the data, or you want to do some transformations, you can, all you have to do is you have to go and click on the table properties. So here if you notice, this is a M script. In earlier cases, we will be seeing our SQL statement over here. Right now, whatever transformations we have done, it has been made as a M script over here. For example, the first step is like, it's a source, and we are getting the data from this table, from this source. And then the next step, what we have done is we have removed the columns, and it is like, after doing these steps, it is bringing this data in for us. So now if you want to edit and do some more transformations, click on the design. Again, it will open the same query editor window. Now if you want to do some more transformations over here, you can opt to do. So for example, we'll try to do one transformation here, like adding a new column. And here one more cool feature here is like, there is an option of column from examples, and you can either say from all columns or from selection. So let's choose this column, and then let us try that option over here. So if I say from column from example and from selection, and then what all we are going to do is what value we are trying to extract here. For example, here we want to extract the FR alone, that is first 2 characters, and if you type the FR and then say control enter, you could notice that same it constructs the formula by itself, and then it does it for all the other rows. And once you say OK, you could see that that new column has got added over here, and then that also is got recorded as a step. And now let's say rename this column into some other name, like prod region or prod region. Okay, so now if at all, just in case if you want to edit this formula also, you can do it by using this advanced editor, using this option, like you can change it to which delimiter, and it basically takes from from the start of the input, it is taking the characters up to the first occurrence of the delimiter. So if you want to change it something like from end of the input also, you can do that, and accordingly this will be changing. So that's the way we will be doing some cool transformations. And apart from that, we have transformations like you can keep the top 10 rows or bottom rows, or you can keep the range, and then you can remove the duplicates, and there are a lot of transformations available, but on click of a button you should be able to do it. And the transform, you are having something like group by, and then you can do a transpose and all those things. And so in the combine also you can merge two tables. If at all, if you're having two tables, you can merge two tables, and you can append two tables. So once you have done these changes, and if you say import, these changes will get applied over here, and then you'll be able to see the M script changed accordingly. And then once you say OK, you should be able to see the new column added over here. And then in the table, once you process this table, you should be able to see required values over here in the Todd region also. Okay, so this is a kind of a cool feature which enables us to do a lot of transformations just by the UI itself, rather than we are spending a lot of time in writing ETLs or in writing, constructing a view, or to do a quick data cleansing. All those things and all can be performed here itself, and then this will be coming as a M script over here. So one more point what I missed to show is, like, let's go back to this design. If at all, if you need to do some more advanced and complex transformation over here, this icon, if you take, it's an advanced editor, and it will show the list of operations whatever we have done so far over here. Here we can write our own M script for doing this complex transformation, whatever is required. All right, that concludes the demo for the Power Query integrations. And right now this SQL Server 2017 is in the RC2 stage. That can be downloaded from the below link. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll meet you all soon with my next video.